So far, even if you take out the contentious ones, the NDC is hovering around 185 parliamentary seats out of the 276. And as you saw from the results, we showed the presidential results, we are hovering around 56%. And for your information, in nominal terms, the difference between John Mahama and Alhaji Bawumia is over 1.5 million votes. And that number is bigger than the population of about 5 countries that I know. So we are not talking about an ordinary victory here. That is why I said this is an emphatic, resounding, overwhelming, historic and unprecedented victory that the NDC has struck. If you take out 92, and I don't even count 92 because of all the challenges we had with that first. All right. So I'm even hearing that some of the constituencies that we had issues with, we are working on them. Techiman South, we are working, and other constituencies. I'm just talking about the ones that are not in dispute. And it is very clear that by the close of day, we would have resolved all the other ones with dispute, and this number is likely to go up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the most worrying issue for us at the moment has to do with the attitude of some criminally minded EC officials in some of the constituencies. Not all of them. Some have been very professional and they have done their work dutifully. But others are deliberately delaying the collation of resources at various constituency collation centers. That is escalating tensions and leading to violence. In some places, our supporters have been shot at, some have been murdered. Already you know that in Tolon, a supporter of the NDC has been murdered by thugs of the NPP under the instructions of the PC for the NPP there, Habib. We had the same incident at Kaswa, Awutu Senya East constituency. One supporter murdered, another seriously injured. By the way, that gangster woman is out of parliament. She's a goner, she's lost. Hawa Kumse. And the day of accountability and reckoning is coming for her. But aside these sad events we have recorded, only last night at Mankranso would be what? Ahafuano Southwest. Ahafuano Southwest constituency, ladies and gentlemen. From the collation we did internally, we knew that we had won the constituency, but we had to go to the designated constituency collation center to go through the collation process, the official collation process with the EC. When we went there, there was a dispute about one polling station results, which our polling agents had objected to at the polling station level, which had to do with overvoting of about 3 overvoting. And our agents were of the opinion that that case of overvoting also existed in other polling stations. So, so at Mankranso, there was overvoting in connection with one polling station, and the votes involved were about 3 more. And we had cause to also believe that the results from other polling stations also had the same irregularity of overvoting. So a protest was made. Now, as we were trashing that out with the Electoral Commission, we saw some EC officials coming to the collation center with a ballot box. And so our people resisted. They took the ballot box, and when they opened, the ballot box was full of ballot papers, and all of them had been thumb-printed for Alhaji Bawumia. And so they destroyed the ballot box. And so in the heat of the moment, in the midst of that pandemonium, the EC officials called the military to come in. When the military got there, the reasonable thing they ought to have done, because none of those supporters were holding any offensive weapon, and they could have simply engaged them to restore calm and order to the place. But they just got there and fired at the people, and they murdered, one person at the spot and injured over 4 people at Mankranso. That is what has happened there.
I know, don't worry, I'm live.
All right, so that is Mankranso. Please, let me just put out this information. It is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also receiving the final internally collated provisional results for the Techiman South constituency in Bunu East, and contrary to the earlier indication we had, it is very clear that the NDC has also won the Techiman South. So overall for Bunu East, we won 11/11. 11/11. That is the indication we have for Bunu East. So the earlier communication from the regional secretariat has been amended. I told you that there were some contentious issues over there, but they've been rectified, and we have our pink sheets, and from our pink sheets we have won. And so it is now left for the Electoral Commission to do the needful. Thank you. So the challenges we are having has to do with number one, Mankranso. The same thing has also happened at Tepa, where from our internally collated results, we won the election. We went to the Constituency Coalition Center for the coalition. All pink sheets were present, were there at the center. Yet the EC official was pussyfooting, dragging her feet, refusing to commence the coalition. Our people, led by the parliamentary candidate for the NDC, pressed on her to commence the coalition. She still refused without giving any reason, because she had the full complement of all pink sheets. And we didn't understand why she had to delay the coalition process. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our agents decided to go behind the coalition center to go and urinate. And when he went, he saw that a pink sheet, which is the main EC copy, had been torn into pieces, folded, and thrown into the bush. So he took it and saw that, no, this is the EC's copy for a particular polling station. Why has it been destroyed and thrown into the bush? So he brought it in, and it led to some, exchanges, verbal exchanges between our people and them, because clearly this was an EC official who wanted to create the grounds for the delay in the coalition by destroying a pink sheet from a polling station. So we protested, and our people decided that once they have done that, we are not going to allow any EC official to come to the coalition center with any new pink sheets, because that is their game plan. They have a lot of ballot papers, and by the way, this is the only election in the history of Ghana since '92 that we have seen printed ballot papers and pink sheets flying all over. We've never seen this in the history of Ghana. So they have it in ballot boxes with seals from the Electoral Commission, ready for ballot box swapping, pink sheet swapping, and so on. But thanks to the vigilance of our polling station agents, observers, and supporters, we have been able to block this evil plot of the NPP. And so, because our supporters decided to prevent EC officials from going to the coalition center with new pink sheets, which obviously were concocted and fabricated, they called in soldiers. Soldiers got there and started shooting indiscriminately. Thankfully for them, nobody got injured, nobody got murdered, but they scattered the place and destroyed all the ballot papers and all the electoral materials. So that is the challenge we are having there. And we are having a similar challenge with coalition in Obuasi East as well. The NPP is refusing to allow the coalition, to take place. So that is what is happening in Ashanti region. In Wenchi, I don't know the situation now, but before I came to address you, the brief we had was that Everything is ready. The results, all the pink sheets are ready. The EC official responsible for the collation is dragging her feet, refusing to do the collation. And that is escalating tensions in the area. If you go to, even here in Greater Accra, I spoke about Ayawaso Central, which has now been declared, we thank God. But OKATAKYIE Central and Tema Central, there are serious security issues because of these deliberate, this deliberate delay of collation in certain critical constituencies that the NPP believes the NDC has won. And in most of the constituencies, the NPP agents are nowhere to be found. For example, in some of the Bono constituencies we have won, they are nowhere to be found to sign the results as collated. And EC officials are saying we are waiting for them. We want to tell the Electoral Commission that if the NPP will not come and sign, declare the results. It is not by force that polling agents sign. If they are not there to sign at the end of collation, declare the results and spare the nation the tension you have plunged us into. And Alhaji Bawumia, for God's sake, you are an Alhaji. You call yourself Dr. Digital. So I'm sure that by now, through your many digital applications, you have collated your results. You know you have lost. Please call your senior brother, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, concede defeat and congratulate him, and save this nation the unnecessary tension that you and your goons have plunged us into. Enough of the killings, enough of the violence. Ours is a democracy governed by the rule of law. The will of the people expressed at the polls is supreme and must stand. Be a Democrat and respect the will of the people. Leading figures of your party have already considered defeat. Richard Anyagba has considered defeat. Even the defectees from the NDC who came to support your cause have considered defeat, like Alote Jacobs. All of them. What are you waiting for? Ghana is the only country we have. So please, do the needful. Concede defeat and call your supporters to order. And IGP Dampare, we will continue to commend you and the Election Security Task Force for the yeoman's job you have done. But your job is not done because we are nowhere near the conclusion of the electoral process. Your work is being undermined by certain elements in the New Patriotic Party and their collaborators in the military. What we are seeing at constituency collation centers is not what the IGP promised us, and it is not what the CDS promised us. And we know that they are not a party to what is happening. But only they can stop the nonsense going on. And they have to put their foot down. They have a choice to make. You choose between the NPP and the Constitution of Ghana. Choose between the outgoing government and the supreme sovereign people of Ghana. Your fidelity is to the Constitution of Ghana and not the NPP. They have lost. Nothing can save them. They can't kill all the people in Ghana. There is no way you can overturn this results through violence. There is no way. So, if they will not do the needful by conceding defeat, we want you to put your foot down and stop the nefarious activities of these MPP thugs who have been clothed in military uniforms. And in some cases, real military men who have been given directives to go to constituency collation centers, scatter the place, shoot at people and all that. Human lives matter. Nobody is supposed to lose their life because of an election. We are appalled and disgusted by what is going on. The NDC has lost elections before, even when we were in power. In 2016, we handed over power peacefully. Nobody died. Nobody was murdered. Even under Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, who was a soldier, in 2000 when we lost power, not a single Ghanaian lost his life. In 2008, under J.A. Kufuor, an MPP president, the MPP lost power. There was a peaceful transition of power. Nobody died. In 2016, nobody died under John Mahama. Why is it that only you, in 2020, you killed 8 people? That blood is not enough for you. And you are still killing people. As we speak, you've killed over 4 people in this election. How many more do you want to kill? How many innocent civilians do you want to injure and hurt? You have lost. It's as simple as that. Your Sisifia campaign, attention. It's as simple as that. And it is time to pack your things and leave the Jubilee House.
Yes, yes.
And we want to tell the Electoral Commission, Madam G. Mensah, the peace and stability of Ghana now depends on you. You are the returning officer for the ongoing presidential election. Your officers are deliberately delaying the coalition process in some constituencies and in some regions. Please, Madam, do the needful. Direct them to fast track the process. Where they have the full complement of pink sheets, there is no legitimate reason why they should delay the process. There is no legitimate reasons. In some regions, like Greater Accra, I mean, the declared results are not even more than 5. Meanwhile, the results are ready. What are you waiting for? And the situation is not any different in most of the regions. And so please, we call on the media, the Peace Council, the chiefs, the pastors, to call the EC to order. This is the time for them to intervene. The NDC has remained law-abiding and peaceful. We've acted responsibly against serious provocation from the NPP. Our people have been murdered, beaten to pulp, attacked, yet we have exercised restraint. But we will not sit aloof for EC officials to deliberately delay the electoral process in cahoots with the NPP for the sole purpose of giving room to tax of the NPP to manipulate the results, at least at the parliamentary level. We will not allow that. So they must fast track the process. In constituencies where there are no disputes over polling stations, they must fast track the process. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for your attention.
No. Okay, it is afei ana osabakatwi. Okay, nti mama yamfa twi de bi. So NDC press conference na ensam no maka no bebre. Nti mehwamo amsi arom yɛ na yamfa twi no so na yɛhwɛ de omo pa kire. Nsam okay, nti se etomwa yabafa na yede no so abrew. And of course this is ora Sami Jamfi and on media no edi enkomo na Sami Jamfi nsamwa oka enyina ane se no NDC omo na LED aniama. And of course, one more akeka wa mo de ebo mu awo omo coalition center no. NDC na manimu omo ne manimu kra ya chese and of a seat ahodo a omo awini and ma me yemo asome according to Yera Sami Jamfi no o say Greater Accra onim say Accra no ye were 34 constituency and ewo NDC ewo mu 20 dada. Yeah, if free 2020 about 2024 NDC our year 20 seats and NPP all 14. Now Sami Jamfi say one more wini 10 ababeka ho ama okwa Greater Accra regional NDC according to Sami Jamfi when you easy neka Sami Jamfi say NDC wini 30 seats our Greater Accra region and NPP wini 4. Sami Jamfi say NDC we need 30 seats our Greater Accra and NPP we move 4 about the hardware already. I also was to wagon John Dumelo Ediano Dome Kwabenya so no NDC and so afa Sanso and Oko I also Central and also so no NDC ababa befa a whole seat no enti NDC we need 30 seats. I know Sami Jamfi sama oka. Esa oko aye Greater Accra. Seat mako 34 no. NDC we need 30. I say oko aye Upper Wester. Out of 11 constituencies no. NDC we need
Ezra 94.1.
NDC we need 11 Upper West region 11 constituencies no. MPP and Faba Akokra according to Sami Jamfi. Now Sami Jamfi so called Northern region. Northern region 18 constituencies. Before about 2 years ya babetono ana ya tono no. Na NPP mu 10 and NDC 8. Sami Jamfi say per figures almost no. NDC win 11 out of 18 no. NDC win 11. Meaning say MPP alusu 3. Yes. One more alusu 3 seat at the ama NDC. Also Savannah region so no out of 7 constituencies no NDC win 6. And northeastern so no I have 6 constituency was say NDC we 3 and upper eastern so out of 15 constituencies no Sami Jamfi say NDC I win 15 in
94.1
adio ayire so na bro eastern so no I have 12 constituencies Sami Jamfi so ma win 11 enti afi say sa na tie dia almost say almost I win bear 185 constituencies. 2020 no ana 136 137 ya de na man so na ba ko amadwuma yati kromwa na MPB yare enso party bi ko fa no to ka mu de ne ba parliament esa ye ba semra ye majority nti o ma semra now sadia Sami Jamfi kan no credit ye bibisa say no credit na say NDC is the majority in parliament and no Sami Jamfi sema oka free easy enya easy na eka enu tie ntimi nyina so nka se ampasa Sami Jamfi enso nsema oka no credit we Sami Jamfi NDC collection center say omo quality bebre no so far or say out of 40,976 polling stations no omo atimi quality emu 38,903 now 38,903 no NDC John Dramani Mahama I win 6,286,900 6,286,900 representing 56.33% annual day say that dia and your team say bakwabo atiatia no na I say MPP Ora Mohammed Bawumia nam 4 million and more than 1 million enti ebetimi aba na say Karima Peri Mahama Bunwa Nanano Bono Etitia Nemfe over 1 million votes no. Also adding any bre eba swa nana bano swana no so abune Etitia Nemfiana. So this is what Sami Jamfi is saying. So Mike, Sami Jamfi ababe kasa.
Yes.
Na also over 6 million votes and NDC Mahama Enya. Almost 56.33%.
Yeah.
Meaning say Ebansa Ochidon or say one more winning bear 185 seats in parliament.
Yeah.
Now the Okaya me shame me a Greater Accra. Say Greater Accra is one pass you 34 seats. That's the NDC winning 30. Yeah. In fact, MPP no I did a human of here no Greater Accra.
Yeah, ma tie fo ina ntiase say yeah can ha na de Sami Jamfi aka nyina na provisional.
Yes, enya easy na eka.
Enya electoral commission eka.
Yes.
But anokwasem so a ewo mu wo Ghana batu mu ne say I think that the first political party a ebo a Ghana for ema yehu coalition NPP.
Yes.
I remember in 2016
digital man ya ne di animu.
Yes, in 2016 NPP di kan yo coalition ewie ebe call the election no say omu say no manya omo win in 2020 omo ye the same thing ema Ghana for be kwa no
etwe NDC for abo say NDC for anam te wa ye dan bra MPP ye coalition no mo no no mother o mo shada ni intelligent people o mo good or IT emu in the sense say o mo ebe equality of resource. We also saw another one ewo Kumawu by election say MPP ye coalition the bantem ema ye nyina ye hu say de echo dina make say me MPP ni me NDC ni me CPP ni a eduru bi a enokre no de e was Ghana for nyina hu say ye ka nokre e da kire ye ho
me ba na Dr. Bernard Okoboy Lezokuku constituency yes we lose
Okoboy
Okoboy lose
okay Okoboy lose
health minister right
yes
Okoboy lose
okay so no na okope na on teso dada o
yes
obi ana we lose ni oyina o san akoba
na say obai e no lose
yes
e no san ba
e no wanya
do
no kwara na sit ni ndisi dada
ti wanya
yes the dynamic can say and the cross some women say when it comes to collation of election results ewo Ghana amanyoku ya de pa no NPP make me say NPP for kwa na be kire NDC kwa fa so a ye quality results ewo Ghana the NPP and kire NDC for e kwa fa so e keka ba abobom ewo wow strong room before the electoral commission kwa bebem NPP amanyoku and kire NDC for sadie no
na sa NDC asua
free
na omo aye ni yesa no
enti everyone akra say as it stands now the NPP we know senka by now no omutimi e de omo coalition e ba bonten na as we speak now it be my bonten we say enra me akoka say omo wo ho but omo twa isi say isi mum na oman na mra say omo nsa Some because nkobo aye die no MPP ni a yiso MPP sam no efri mu na ya rasa na yakwasi ada do na ya jiri for
yes
na ya hwe no kra e ho say in 2016 anakwasa me say na MPP nim say isi na ya the final way but MPP coalition mu ye bia no o ba bonte magana fo nyina no ehu before that isi kwa ba yo mo de
okay
in 2020 the same thing MPP here dey and then as I say in 2024 there miracles back at Ghana for you say ye were there no ese dem na so ye train the electoral commission fi so na Ghana edit to me no aso sa no kre isi na Ghana to me ni no aso sa but obi a ho kwan say wo de na waba no onya no de ba na obeka o kan no onga say we na wi ni sami jamfi edmi nka say isi en declare Mahama president o the EC na the final authority into okanyina wie no wase EC enye needful enfama but to me this is not the first time so NDC baba ntabeka so mo wi
okay
but ya so ya tonsan twefo gu amonten so
yes yes ya omo so number
for presidential we are still collating
yenwie
but for parliamentary provisional results are no
okay
NDC
one more area
I take the lead
yes
parliamentary
yes
so but easy and now the final say
okay
and I say Ghana for atwa the ama NDC a obi antime sesa no but some dem fi kasa okano nana do onye paketwa o nana do onye paketwa
yes of course
eyede ya nana do wakofo ado he will be remembered forever oba ebedi Ghana konwa no ofori kwomfo enya a hospital
okay
ebi ni ofori krom
okay
trade fo nya bi a ebi ni trade
okay
swame fo nya bi a ebi ni swame enti eyede ya no a kasa sami je mfika nyina na eye ba obewie no sede osika safa na nada kokofo ado ho no akola nkasa saa
okay
bia yes muhunu sa mudi nkunim nneɛma ɛkɔ nyinaa kyɛ sɛ NDC edi nkunim wo ho akwanya as a national communication officer sɛ oba bɛka nanso so wɔn kasa mu no sɛmɛgya mfi obi a woyɛ lawyer wonim kasa but eduru baby wa ɔhwɛ ya na wode mbani se wode bem akodifo ɔho sɛmɛgya mfi kasa mu no baby obewie de ɔka no ɛnyɛ fɛ ne kasa no a obewie ka na nyɛ fɛ wakyerɛ mu kama magana fo agye de wo kana tum se na wo kyerɛ mu fine nanso so ne nkasa yɛ mu de nanado yɛ panin nanado samija mfimi maka na say likely says obeta be the president of Ghana
samija mfimi
oh yes
okay
enti onhwe nanamu ntuo ne kasa mu yie
okay
panin de yɛle ne kasa yɛ hɛyi
panin yɛ panin
but abato we won the one who no one who more than 1 million votes
yes
enti there is no way say the samija mfimi can say NDC awinia Jane Mensa betimi akoye bibi
okay
etia NDC omo munya seat no but that say
okay
Ghana for the 2 million ma wa independent minister we Ghana for the 2 million e ma wo
okay
is that about me o Bahama we Ghana for the 2 million e ma wo enti enye wo na wo no as 2 million kuta Ghana for the de amount
okay
dia to banama NDC a obi antimi sesa no
okay
to munya botre said esi in 2016 Emma Mahama J mono and I say Charlotte say and when I hear no say esi 2024 Jane Manson to me ya ho he
94.1
adusi say sia Jane Manson
yes of course the Ghana for atono no
the Ghana for atono
what they whole result
the military the police omo nyina also our intel
okay of course
it is someone who say na akwa omokura no ensa yeso mo bibi kura de atia obia
okay
ye benya peaceful transition na mom de ono no kan nkyerɛ sɛ saa na wase isi so ya dey ɛyɛ no
okay
but omo so right some omo agent omo ko ye no omo be the collation afro mo
mami anko ɛyɛ OKATAKYIE Central in the Greater Accra region na mene princess enkonkodi nkomo princess good morning na anope what to say
obade adome ho ye
da nyame ase princess anope OKATAKYIE Central say ana niam esiko
ni abe ma me da se anapa we de na jumede no an account ni ekoye aye wogide se anka bewe wasonjwe no emu na ye hu ni AC oba ba ku original eye de se omo mpene so ma numbers omo de ma NDC no enye ejuma e se NDC be lead na nye MPP na so hu project ano so a eye MPP na lead eye Patrick Yao Wama NLD NDC force omo ntiase enum na dede start here ye inside wo boys no ye dede no omo do mo sa bobo tables no e won inside kire say omo de omo sa fa windows no na de bobo table no so until ho no ye nyina ya alert prekupe obi enim bebi omo pie free a omo bura inside na barrels papers box no ye tamwa 94.1 doje utibeji ye teja akonwa ye to the ball na ho so obi running for ne life mono police for ye o ma so omo pata anasa omo siano o ma nya no easy ebi mu pray omo drunko for ebi mu pray omo nine even medias person ko ebi mu pray omo nine na and that phone book amaye projector ye di project counting no o ma say no enkonya papers a numbers e was so mo dead create no o ma say papers ni na eko o ma say bibia won inside wo eno mu dwane ko e enti police phone beba ana say ye rada mpare beba no na omo ko dada enti ne ekosu ewo OKATAKYIE Central anapenu
na sa oba no a osore ya na otiatia mu no ofiri he wo oba bai
Papa Chesa or NDC ni NDC party member. No mo ntena se ma NDC MPP for enwiom. Na pacho nchiremu kakra wo mu ne se endura anapa. Ye about no air cost no. Omo so omo information say MPP for asesa ebi mu de good any omo party office to aba which is fake. Enti omo be gu ho me woni nyina video. Na omo be gu ho no ebe ye ntawata wan tokwa. Nti omo frɛ army for be patai. Na ye bi se mo no MPP for say nya aba no mutu na. We are MPP party member na obeto aba. Uba na do ID card aba. Na ya chodi. Uto aba wi na obeji lorry fe na oyeden na ukufie. Obi mu free far place na buy. Eno nti na yesi beji lorry fe. Uba na wadi lorry fe eji aduane aka no. Be ye na ndi sifo anti ate say eye sa na eko. Eto mo se aba na mutu. Enu eho na ntawata wan fiti endra
94.1
fiti endra eho ena free ena be wie ende enti NDC ni oba no pa kire say wo ye party member na onhwe ma ne party enkofo asem ni nyina ni
na sa ade no me hu ye say ye kan a parties ni nyina agent wo honom satam a womo ewura ho anu womo sese ni ma no satam na yakan awie ama agent na san ana
na aka police station 5 no makan eho na NDC penifon so omo mpene emma omo kan de aka no they be numbers no omo kan awie o omo kan no police station awie yes pinch it no aka 5 omo de be kan e projector no so
okay
na ade di say ne wa wini ni na ne wa lusu ni enu no mo so mo ntia say 5 na e be kan no mo de be kan no mo di kan kra e be kire say NDC na lusu nti omo mpene enti ji so mo say ade na ne omo wo mu kan say kwa baako o si wonu watena Liberia 3 years onim ntokwa esi wo enti ebi be si wo Ghana happen say MP4 ewini parliamentary ewo OKATAKYIE
na satam ro na security personnel na ho na endorse anasa na bi ni wo
no mo ho be endorse
edina say omo anom ho no omo antimi anso ano just soldier for ba
94.1
me wo mu say 2024 about to you see emma police ni bia emfa weapon enko police station bia enti almost say don't force anyone or don't put force on anyone enti almost protect omo say omo nkoye mo nko nyasem enti say ade ni start here na omo ni mu kasa say munya botre bibia be koyie munya botre enti all the fault there and free police ni bia nche they try their best even some of them even their head omo proud omo de akonwa boy bi ni kon so even the policemen they try their best to solve things out.
Okay mame ana princess na aitimi ekokope ensuo bi nanom na also no ya yo yi omo peja nkonya no ana akwakope ba bi agina why
ye de ya pray ye nyina obi anya ne mark kakra
oh kafra
media ebi mu naitra me say me nine and say ama me nine na sorry
kafra mame na
omunya ho say we media so na mu try to
sawa hu
we media card ni da okonkwan dia where omu target
okay mame anase why okay nti awusia OKATAKYIE central de si ho enso eno no misunderstanding na esi ho nom ya chese ne princess edi nkomo OKATAKYIE ne ho no eye MPP seat so ade ase eye MPP seat o chese ye kan no na se ekodema NPP na eye NDC manual o ho no se omonti ase se adan na NDC na ekoma wo mo nti mo Facebook ane mo TV no enkonya na yabubu no bere ballot box no ane we da ha people no ya tetenia ma senia makra won ma senia makra na me ya me ntia se e mabunu no esamu mu ya bibi yo se ai anra sa video yi aga ya no one asoja for pre
yeah
kokoduru ba bi enso na order hospital
oba soldiers na bo no nto yemre
na se ukoko esi omabo
But you see.
Oko so soldier need to me say.
You see. You see. Soldiers no. Who's up to date? I'm for statement about it.
But
because I'm going for no McCoy.
Video never about it.
One of them McCoy.
But video never about it. Omi a soldier for. Soldier need also need to mind.
Who's that? There is suspicion, say. And Crophobia se military attire. And nothing as soldiers na can say. Okay, before ever start elections no. Military release by say who say. Obia se military attire. Ben police station report to the Ghana Police Service or to them because on the election day until say BBC Emma Ghana Police Service ever call for reinforcement you know. Omo so the BMP Emma Bontin. That was the statement that Omo Adebaye.
And to almost say report
yes into
the Ghana Police Service.
Yes, into the BBC here. Tie. BBC our police station. Now was so the police station wa. Police need now BBC here. Why share you may resist in a way.
So why won't you report to the police? Because you say report to my police.
Now at that time, you know. Ebi ana police ana call Ramsey. Police near wo ho. Bia ba kope fia bi. So that form by num nsia.
Eti omo abaye no se wa report to my police ah. O de we o de. O nkwa konto kwa. O de soldier ni a okura tu. Nkwa konto kwa nsoli tu.
You see Ghana no ho. Esa ta no se mo bi ati ase obiara no so ni mra so. Sa wo ye soldier ni. Ana wo mpani aka kire wo se aka kire Ghana for se. Se bibi nsi ya ma abonten. Ye wo gbe mo bibi nsi ye. Ni wo soldier ni no oba oba ye dan. Ndi soldier ni so kwa no odi mra so de a. Ada na mra mpani for to ho no. Wani so. No so pia bonten. Ndi ya no obu believe say bia no mo ye genuine military. What does say? To my money believe say and ye bia na wo mo ba no nye genuine military because military for no mo di mra so. Is an penny kwacha de say. E me nkwa bonten a military no onkwa bonten. Di oba bonten no. We military genuine na say onye genuine. Enra ya show video a ana picture onye post no say post atade.
Okay.
Into allow no man be here de obeya. Ana de be ka post ni ba no post ni.
Na sa enya wo na obe allow no na obe disallow no e police adwuma. So atiase. Enti wo report mo police. Wo
video a post ni kwa na adwuma soja ni threaten no. Wo
anti se police ni ya adwuma soja ni threaten na enya wo timamuni na obaba be so be
that. You see edu bi a ho. Ye tufo no. Ema ye ma na nye se ase the one side be na correct. But the other side be correct. I condemn everything biana mebru bia be against anybody. Say Oko Collection Center akosa nyama ho. It is condemnable. You must say Collection Center ho no. Ya to aba no. Na say every police station ya constituency bia no. Na bambofo ho. Ade na ye no. That number of bambofo no. And to me enko the collection center ho. Na ye beja collection center ho to the side say mebunu ebetumi ewura at any time akwai basabasa. Think about this. The whole constituency no. Ya wo bambofo a omo call every police station. Some are 2, some are 3. Na ye wi a collection center ketwa bi no. Ye minya bambofo mo nko ho.
Okay. So like remember there's this breaking news. Yes, NPP Baba press conference. Okay. NPP Baba press.
Why they lead this press conference?
Yeah, Baba read the old lady. Justin could be ho.
Okay.
So
I think that is better.
Yes.
Because for the NPP consistently using miracles. Enra. The National Communication Director Ezra Gunachi na Ezra Gunachi and miracles and I address the media. But election no a party no elections. Look at the NDC for them my some can be consistently. Indi ayaba ontimi enkasa ama MPP bio.
Okay. Okay, sir. How many years started? I'm just somebody me the see no atoso ama how they are preparing for the press conference. Na NPP bekasa NDC akasa isi yadi nka akasa atre ne memu ana afi NDC nso so ora sameje mfi nso akasa ne figures they were quote to be pa
isi say Electoral Commission say since NYBC there onya one region crowd resource at the National Coalition Center.
Tinese
onya one region crowd at the National Coalition Center. Enti dia sameja mfi kan nyina no easy one ten case. Because onya even a single region out of the 16 no.
That's na say easy nya wo national easy our rep our region bia.
Enti na declare
or
na easy never declare mama NDC.
Oh sir, ana easy declare. I don't know sir, you from region and sana national. Enti ebe ya constituency bia de ne de beba region. Yeah, pe omo ne de no constituency de aba no a ekọ easy regional office no. Na wono so anya omo de e wo mo ho. Enti we no anya de akọ national. Na mom aye de e wo region.
Okay say Electoral Commission any the needful. Na Ghana for to Banama Mahama. Na omo Emma Ghana for you say Mahama na win no. I was expecting so be end say ena yanya quality and yanya. Say ena Mahama ewo. Say na Baumia ewo.
Okay.
Pieces say na yanya say yanya. Enti ya twen say emrepamu isi enso so baba to so. Na Mahama you be declare no.
Okay. Enti we are warming up to NPP press conference almost Namom mame among kai say NPP parliamentarians bi wo hono mo a omo anko parliament bi mamo yakokodan. Okay, so the NPP is warming up. They say Justin so you na akwa kujina baby.
Adam so go mbosa.
Okay.
You see, could you can say which there bra winning elections. Okay, say which is for.
Okay.
Only a share is it golden tulip? No, not golden tulip.
94.1.
True Vine.
Okay.
Or say all contest no. Omo region omo say NPP Ashanti region ni be general secretary party the position don't talk about no.
Yeah.
And I'm say John example in 2008.
Okay.
Into we reading lessons no a obesere say edwe bi obi abetimi ayo Ashanti mantem bia de aboa na adwuma successful bia no obi anye en some mo ka kire no obro ko to no
party no general secretary na ofri Asante region ha party no opposition
there be the demeanor of MPP form by press conference na nyefe
ya enyofe
o na enyofe enyefe when they say go debo I'm from my Facebook.
Yeah, of course.
On my Facebook.
Bra Facebook. Na Sunday, Justin could be a cracked and dear, or they almost Tatiana. Yeah, sir. Sound him. Anna, okay, but I'm sound on the area. Yeah, almost just started. Yes, until well, almost just started. Almost just started. Almost just started. Almost just started. So far, no.
Where's up with the boat? Where's up with the bottom? Where's the second name? Could we had a phone so?
Okay.
Where's oh now Baumia Bekasa? Baumia kasa and Ebekasa.
Baumia kasa na bekasa.
Yes. Baumia kasa na bekasa.
Okay.
But the demeanor empanifo no ediginal TV no so no.
Enya fe. Okay.
You see?
Enya fe.
Now, right. After this election no. What me rula Ashanti region. So oye Baumia communication director. Without even the knowledge of the regional communications director in the region.
Wow.
Now I has a media houses. Miracles. What we are region no more. No matter chile poyando asagunachi. Number more here mope. These guys consistently aye Juma the party no. Right? If I tell a Juma poyando money, sir, a friend saying casque mo and a gap more year one Santa regional. Ufrin cry, what me ra region. Now why you media list? Why you media list? Not the name. Why you media team and no manam? Without giving even a respect to the media and
our region. Also, Odinka consort woman.
Almost so now what region mo?
They no grounds.
She said Mahama Eba Ashanti region. Oh, how say Abbas no dini. No dino afro. Say Mike, pamuchawa o temenya slot. E ba some dey asem asem muso so. Ya so dabi o sha de unya. This is this day. But me I could defend cry. 94.1. And you say communication team no mo Ashanti region no. Eba so mo radio no. On that is obi kasa so. Why na kasa asemesi. Now communication director in the team cry now away.
Okay.
A lot has gone on. And I think that the PPR komu within this 1 year. What do you say na Napo? Eba Central Market.
Okay.
It was a plan, and we are itinerary for Napo. Eba Central Market. Any edwadifoɔ be interacte any edwadifoɔ be interacte ɛwɔ Central Market na potu kaa se wɔ ba oduru kwa na kata sɛ second lady Samira ɛnso wɔ the same route na ɔba no tena wɔ sɛ na po dan ani na wɔ sɛ akɔ back
Ezra 94.1.
Now why they don't communicate sana
94.1 FM.
I was well, there's this supposed to be a Mame Esla aye. Okay, so NPP
is ready.
It's ready.
Washa white.
Baumia Neiren Swasha white. Aboduku white.
Samuel Jain.
Anna Ojina Nikurun chain.
Yes.
So
very well. There was a mobile no. Omo na omo de film kakra bra omo gina ho no.
Yes.
But say na omo mu gina chi no. Film ni ho.
So join us on Facebook Ezra 94.1 official. Oba omo be kasa na yiri gina nchen white and omo say yentie nsamo a ba omo yeka
94.1.
Collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. The NDC has also won the parliamentary election, even though we await final collation for a number of seats. However, I believe ultimately that these will not change the overall outcome. I have just called His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to congratulate him as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. I said during the signing of the Peace Pact that I was sure of two things: Ghana will win and peace will reign. The people of Ghana have spoken. The people have voted for change at this time, and we respect that decision with all humility. I thank God Almighty for how far He has brought me, and I submit to His will. I am making this concession speech before the official announcement by the Electoral Commission to avoid further tension and preserve the peace of our country. It is important that the world investor community continues to believe in the peaceful and democratic character of Ghana. These are our most important assets. Ghana is more important than our individual political ambitions, and we must always put Ghana first. While this was not our desired outcome, I say this is part of the democratic process. We put our best foot forward in the contest, explaining our policies and programs. However, it is sometimes the case that the voter would have other ideas. I am very proud of the efforts of our campaign team, and I thank them very much. I assure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama of my full support in the transition process. As committed Democrats, we pledge to ensure that we have a very smooth transition so that the business of government will continue seamlessly. The MPP would offer the needed support to the new government in a very responsible way. Ladies and gentlemen, we have conceded defeat like any consummate Democrat would do, but we have not abandoned the fight to transform Ghana and expand opportunities to all sections of our society. We will not be a disruptive opposition, even though we would subject government actions and policies to strict scrutiny in the interest of our beloved nation. Our MPs, I am convinced, will do a thorough job to advance our democracy and ensure that the citizenry gets the best out of the democratic dispensation. To the rank and file of the New Patriotic Party, I know the feeling hurts, given that this is not the result you worked for. I know you would feel there is darkness ahead. That is natural, especially when in all sincerity you gave the assignment your all. But I assure you that we will regroup and come back even stronger. We will take stock of events and pick lessons to guide us going forward. In the interim, I urge you all to look into the future with optimism and hope. We may have lost the battle, but not the war. Let me also use this occasion to congratulate all MPs elect, with special emphasis on those from the MPP side. I would like to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, for his support and guidance over the years. I extend sincere thanks to the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, for her support and wise counsel throughout my tenure as Vice President and during the 2024 electioneering campaign. I would like to thank my wife, Haja Samira Bawumia, who has gone over and above the call of duty in her support for me. My thanks also go to my children, my brothers and sisters, and the entire Bawumia family for their support. I also thank my running mate, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, and his wife Alma for their strong support in this campaign. I am eternally grateful to our revered traditional rulers, religious leaders, and the generality of Ghanaians for their support. I thank former President Kufuor, the Council of Elders, executives, and the rank and file of the New Patriotic Party for their solid support. To all Ghanaians who voted for me and the MPP to implement our proposed bold solutions, I thank you for the confidence you reposed in us. To all Ghanaians who didn't vote for me and the MPP in this particular election, I thank you for considering my proposals, even though you exercised your right to choose by settling on the eventual winner. Let me also thank the Electoral Commission for overseeing yet another transparent and fair election in Ghana. I also thank the security services for their role in maintaining the peace. My thanks also goes to the media for their excellent reportage. Ghana has won. Thank you very much, and may God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
The Vice President of the Republic, Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, ono ana edi NPP anim etu franka edi ema omo. Now, mampani abedi akire ensem abeka nyina ene se. Ohe de ekro ene de eba wajiatum ese. The NDC led by the former President John Dramani Mahama and Edin Kunim our afe abaton emunti wa congratulate former President John Mahama. Wow, what a fantastic
Edusi
transition.
Edusi Adeo yes no
Very, very, very fantastic.
Ebi si wiase da tie. Minim I stand for correction.
Right.
Say beto aba.
94.1.
Now the electoral commissioner and declare just a single vote. Now a presidential candidate. Ebejatum say Medim Nkugu because still according to Bosman Asare Mono
94.1.
in the Greater Accra Regional Electoral Commission, Eyanimu said the 16 regions Ede Omukolation by day. Ebeba no. Region Mahokre no what me wie dia kwa Accra. America say in the Upper West region NPP Bawumia enya say NDC Bawumia enya say. Tienie pa. None. Not a single region. A resource and how could do.
Okay.
Enti as it stands now no. Electoral Commission any a single figure to tell Ghanaians say abaya to na enra no. Say ana yenya. Ebi ni ho. Isi omo portal so no. Omo a single way or ha figure or ha o metumi aka say John Mahama nya say Bawumia nya say ebi ni ho
okay
e won kran
it is here he say ukọ isi e hon kran now say now ko with answer abanwa na wi onim ukọ so onya figure bia but presidential candidate ni so say
yes
we lose
meba and na ukọ regional region bia so ni Ghana 16 regions no
ya ono so
declare ni wa ono so enya no results awie
okay
not a single region in Ghana and also ye two aba no awie ye no menya or even ahafoko ekuta 6 no omunya nya nwie
okay
enti isi so kwasa ba regional omunya nya
okay
region enwie
enwie
but you see I said something said the year 2016 NPP for na chere NDC for kwa fa collation
okay
na me di kakan say omo na chere wo mo enti NPP for collation wo dem ahunu say
sitie
ya lusu election no
okay
enti ya ntwan kura ma EC ama bonte ba omi ase opasum die na wa sign say de besi bi obaji atum but as it stands now you nim figures are EC kuta na de tie nie de ba omi ne sesi ya no ebo mine pa ba tie
Ezra 94.1
every constituency bia no NDC for feel say omo wini omo be say mo intimidate wo mo no a threat edema MPP no ho no watch it
every constituency
yes
feel
every constituency who say omo kan say wanchi Tachiman sound Tepa
okay
Mankanso
okay
Obuasi East every constituency bia na NDC for efiri so mo wini na menteme wase bi kwaso ho no NPP ni e wo PC ho no e wo so James yes because now
even if say entesa
yes because name yes because
what
because now Baumia abaka say walusu wajatum
okay
mahama wini enti say we PC na wo ha the regional district commander wo ho no now we say to me na free NPP nsema ko di NDC ho
okay
the first na no ho say we NPP kura kakra enei wajai
is say on konko odi nanim na asemu ameto
regional commander wa oreji ha aho anaso oreji bia no ono so wo say to me no akodi NDC
ho
ono so James
okay
military force them say akodi NDC ho omo so James eni say wo ye PC na NDC for no feel so mo win na e bia nka wo dim so betumi ya enema 1-2 bi e dey we kura no a now NDC for nyina be call every coalition center to ensure say baby a mentime wan se wo bia no wo ye EC call official na wo ho a na no say ba obi akura so wa James a who are you what are the nase pa say ba obi akura say wa James a wo EC na e bia wo na say bi so say wo ye MPP ni no wo na ha ba ye den
okay
enti I fear for those constituencies are mentime wan say ba ho no in fact I strongly fear for those constituencies. I think say Baumia should have waited a bit.
Sir,
yes.
Yes, now who say I was say nanka vice president twen kakra ansana ebia wababek. Okay. Mami anko Obuasi East mra. Mami no hemi kodi nkomo. Ewo eye Obuasi East. Say no dia say parliamentary no ana eni wo hopa presidential de dia akwakosi nyina ene say ura Muhammadu Baumia ese wa concede defeat enti wono o congratulate Ninua Penny Mahama enti 2024 elections ayeko yi wono Baumia enim say Mahama wini enti wo party supporter no na baba twe ho da were ese enye Mahama ne
dey call contest ko eji
yo no call contest na o ko di president ne kraji na ma men ko eye oheme ho e Obuasi East na men ko dey air cross. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, me your Jamaica.
Me to kapa Obuasi East.
We dey pacha me say what you dey Obuasi East police center she get to school mo ha just aye pinso I say enye better corporate na ele MPP parliamentary candidate of President what you done dia mensaka and say someone was on the team with MPP amanyo kono wa say na dia kiana NDC supporters to the party someone was there and estimate winning Obuasi East was it say na ele Dr. Boache on sign also on Saturday polling station you be Obuasi East halfway the prominent agent it's not the police that halfway there also outside it's to say police say that so people of NDC no promo and make by south after the good check you test halfway that's police support police support what is the what the gentleman and this Amalifona, supporters so winner. Electoral Commission, do my corner. Omo chimi so amata le sansa supporters no to the electoral committee atalia anya de mba ya no emi ni benya etisi ade bi ho electoral committee ni bia ni ha sansa atalia sansa e beti identify the say or electoral committee they say omo ti wa amata le now say be belia go na so hwe bi entini e mo so you see the doctor for 3 years NDC and after MPP they say more about this no what you are just one share say the no matiko Dr. Bochi the Jema NDC no some media was Jubilee over play about this and I said yeah some kind of sit here what is the na just some about NDC you know and NDC supporters no about the so and the government to better our opportunity here I let people what matter the military men so that and the military market wow opportunities are so let's talk the military are and there's some 20 yes 24 now ammonia and terminal day commander military men make people for peace here and then electoral commission officially we can be arena now LA NDC 2001 and the chairman from Abuja arena it is an also I was so to the also Ghana is here also
na why anana was assign and one sign akwafa riyaba is it the PC ara ebia PC no rap and I was assign one sign
you see the rep all time and a long time. You see the rep all time and one time. Who's that? Dr. Patrick MPP, you know what you yes, I don't know my command say, I know my agents now, or what I'm saying, on site, you also on site.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
MC, this year, about 6 years ago, Samsung party chairman the MPP wako sema MPP ni wa Dr. Kwatiagom aka no kwa wa say na police fortune wo tia omo presa to exam for papa no na omo ko e pasabasa dia
ejinasa MPP parliamentary candidate no ana ama ne rap no answer nyasa
yes na kra esa pepe
eti sese no enije ana boys na edi anasa akwakoda ne akasakasa ne ntokwa
akwakoda ne enije e dey ma NDC supporters no now omo candidate aya Samu Abuaje e dey win say the maka no isi electoral commission omo enya no official say we win never o hwe emana e ba e wo obo city say na me confirm information say omo declare nyina two police stations are atana the polling agent answer on a Facebook collection center hano I know the name from we nyina so tigaba enti any support of law and enti so many e wo police collection center e wo city say
all right oi me mame enase etu de dia kire ye besi bia be san so no abedi nkomo why
ate
all right I was anti obuasi eastin so de aba eno no say Mike
always make asem bia kiro me say at least yet ya ni hu akiri de aba omi aye no kodua mo na wo say omo ne kasa say ontwen na kodua mo fa fon frɛ pieces no a omo areas a mentemi wa say dey aba ho no
okay
ka kire omo say more resolve issues no amicably in term
now when your person ye
now you hu de be
okay
we say NDC near or whatever no hu say the figures ekuta no from police stations no what we ni ko police center o mentemi wa say aba ho no and then what say ba omi aja tum so lusu no o ko police isi ni ko bedwane positive wo ho no Krano will not support the NPP when now
because abaya sesa
say
me koya bibia na ebehu media
me ho be
aban no ba abeka sesei
exactly
ejire say woni say Dr. Muhammad Bawumia in fact announcement ne ye ba time enye sa na hu no announcement is good
but the time is not right.
Okay. Abuja enti yagusuati nkomya song. This is Ezra 94.1 FM and of course Ezra TV. The ballot box na Dr. Muhammad Bawumia wama ensem for adwuma no kra aye mredi amaye. Enti na ya reso e bia adwada na bia egwekwa brada no. Baba na boaye ama eniama akoboko. Me no ka say about what commission and what to me as I declare obi a winner because per figures and in Sabekano na wakeka boom at the atrasa sumesi and edim kunim nemom NDC or some video anuma amo a press conference actually said per the figures are one more saka our NDC coalition center no actually said the NDC is winning of both figures. Yeah, just said the NDC is winning, and not easy. I don't want it. And no, the presidential candidate at the NPP, or Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia, and so Abakasa, Oshe Fita, and an ye Samira, and Sushe Fita no Boduku. Sadukuya or boy, Uyi Mamenua, or boy, I am a friend through, and the Papa boss Sadukuna me fepa. I am a Silia Mafo. Si boss Sadukuna Efe. Mommy Samira boss Sadukunua, a fatano, and Obejina ni Kurunchen, and a omo a man on microphone, and a ode and some to John, and some more Kenyana, and a say. One was like a cabia Now, Moke come with your boom, no. They are gonna for a pay. And Matwaba Ediamano. And Tiafi, they are gonna for Atwaba Ediamano. Aye, Kariman Penny, John Dramani Mahama. Anuti, one Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, Opasum J, on Pasabi Biabesie, Mentano Wasi Besintino. What ya say? I say, NDC, Awini Abatui. Anuti, what the support. Baby Wakaye Emid Depa, and say, or the support Adama Aye. Former President John Dramani Mahama. Don't forget, say, Omuyanua Omunyina, aye, Siremu say Jata, Emma, way a few rawa, and we say so every Gonja, Swatia, Saint Gonja, and a rawa, Tiamu Ayanua for, and the NPP presidential candidate are considered defeat, except Afi Abatuan NDC and a winning presidential. They say no, you're trying easy. I said easy, so Bakika Nema Bomuntem. Na isi I declare Amia Hunu say afi 2024 general election I call you know the NDC party and a winning presidential election. No, aka parliamentary no. Parliamentary they say Yabubano from constituency. Some of say in the greater Accra region out of 34 constituencies no NDC are winning 30. Sa ana sameja fi eka na obo nyina no menti sa waka Asante region dio Asante region so kakra mi na aba ya yehunu afija se on se sameja fi ebobo Asante region sa yes ese Asante region according to sameja fi Asante region no omo ekuta 7 no omo kura 7 wa Asante region 7 no. Now I say Omo wini Obuasi East, but Omo train and no nkasa bi ne ho. Sir, Omo train Obuasi East. Obuasi East na. And I say Obuasi East for some wini no. Yes, so be inside obi so. Omo train Tepa, Omo wini Tepa so. Omo train Mankran so. Okay. And turn on off. Okay. Turn on off they say in new Obuasi and Ashanti region. According to Zamija Mfino. Now I say NDC kuta 10 seats. E wa Ashanti region. 10. And independent baako. Papa Asante Achimnof. Hey! She Intel me pick it wrong. Who's me catch the but say higher Ezra 94.1 FM. Politics they check akra. Say the Bawumia ya no. One, why the ama ono ne ho Bawumia. Okay, tieni pa. The Bawumia ya no. Why to why the ama ono ne ho Bawumia to secure the future. To prove to Ghana for you now say me Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia me obi a pass ndie me jo say the mo say me sitie no sa na me tie okay
eye na mbesira no na mom the ebesi out of the bawumia ya no ho no some people for no anya careful a dangerous than na nko betwen sanko twen ye they know all the areas mentime wase aba ho ebi kwa na MPP lose seat no parliament omo lose but omo twen ho da awre na somebody can frefre all the pieces omo ho no eno mo di nkomo se yesremo ade no yehu se de asi na nya asi awi mo nhwe na asomde nya dai emra na omo mo be bia be 3 hours omo wi a Ghana for kwa do na kwa asore omo pa asore be 2 pm no awa bonten abeka se mehu se malusu na asomde aba
na sesia former president John Dramani Mahama I post to be on Facebook or say me kai me am MCR
okay
enti one more so ebetimi
so my MCR anya ready now mo signal na
enti ready mo ready mo signal me na me kai
good
former president John Dramani Mahama I post to be sesia
ade we
I post to be
ade we Africa we are seeing our NC Africa NC me say usa enwa me say ya highlight to enwa no pa no ya say Ghana to make history again.
Yes, of course.
The history they say a democratic dispensation no ye DP no the Baumia ye no Africa nyina the whole world see that say a contest electoral commissioner o declare results
eti eno na omode amaba to
so rate
eti from the former president John Dramani Mahama wey aye the Facebook page and odi akoto so I say I have this morning received a congratulatory call from my brother Dr. Muhammad Baumia following my emphatic victory in Saturday's election. Thank you, Ghana.
Good.
And way free
say anopay
Dramani Mahama
wanya phone call free Baumia ho
ninia
ninia Baumia ka chene say obona baso so wetimi adi nkuni
o man tirim na o say emphatic
we winner ebi sida
what team pra
John Mahama ka just say obe so obe redeeming himself
okay
and also olusi over 1 million votes the NDC for coalition omo dey buy before omo dey my easy for omo dey my so let's stick to the NDC there and am so Baumia tio
okay
omo temi ye yes take it to the NDC for there and am so Baumia aje atum so lose no because before omo dey my
omo for omo dey my
and the best thing is say NPP so omo dey baba me hu say yes so coalition no you will say Baumia nya bia 45% Baumia nya 42%
okay
but omo for my the NDC dey be adwuma NDC dey say Baumia our 41% Mahama 56%
yeah 56.3%
enti sadia we bi sida our Ghana abatom
emutwi
sa wote so na woto aso ana say ufiri wa obi aba Mahama lusu 1 million yes a whooping events lost
ebi si abon watiatia na
but ebro we ya Mahama abo Baumia no ebi si abakose muda our Ghana da what I say
okay
but media I mean two NPP for omo constituencies no issues aba ho no for
okay
say asumdue kwa so wa lusu a jitum se de Baumia ja tum no
okay
na asumdue emra anya saa na nka kire NDC for omo Western region say ekwanya Baumia fa so age victory atum no eyebuo kase pa na omo dibu NPP aban
okay
enti nanado ne statue no a esi secondary efian kwanta hospital ni mu ho no e ma omo nkonko bungu
o na akwa bu obise
omo di kakae na me ka say ekwaya Baumia fa so a display democracy ene no a kira say NP manyiku no omo te kamem ka de mamu asepa
okay
enti NDC for so nti ase say yamfa yansa nka bibia na yenso ye boa yenso at democracy no so dai ase na enye fefefe
okay
na enye fefefe enfamwa na efiri kire kono ye beka nsem
and Another history is for the first time Ghana enya Oba as vice president.
Say idea way a historical say bibia besi bia na historic but Oba no dey no historic.
But she has also made a post.
Okay.
On the Facebook. MCR made a amamo so mon projected the first ever vice president. Yeah, Ghana Babina. The first ever vice president. Eti say ekodu baby na say John Dramani Mahama Tukanya.
Yeah.
That's when Ghana.
Professor Jane Nana.
And I president.
Yes.
Our Ghana. Even see that. And why posting MCR moya ready na more projected na and also the poster why I don't pay some I was here Ezra 94.1 FM so yasha mo babu sumini and you say about why you babetu you bet say yani abre now this is the post from Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman nidi wapa I say thank you Ghana. We will not let you down. It's time to reset.
Thank you, Ghana. We will not let you down.
It's time
to reset. We our archives mu. And said the night before me who say I say yeah bomb machi amaba ya chi no. We our archives mu.
And he said
someone this for kai nyina so nyina ho e wo ya kai sum
ti se go duru ba bi na se eniam etia na e ka mamo ameka se engrofo we mu de MPP party
unim se ameka se mi kiro ya meka se mba bi kwa se kan nyina wa ha unim se MPP for che omo fan saying omo adverts and I call radio stations no
Ezra 94.1
stations no Oma go prank pe
okay
oma record but yeah prayer man fa ma yeah
omo osusu se ya wo NDC for afa sana eye on madwen
but amanyoko bi ante ase se ya to about ya MPP aban too many were NDC nsem from January 7th min ko busa NDC MPP for say adan na bosome fa ko kwan ye
okay
I will be making a big mistake. What I say? Me console ni ko busa NDC for say NDC for adena sorry MPP for adena ajana wa project no akanwurem fi say ya to aba ma NDC na di aban enti Ghana ho dadwene nyina no e wo say me busa NDC for say the MPP was so na busa MPP for no sagana for this asem we ase a e be ha adwene pa
94.1
sa aban ne ye na wo say e bona ba so a ye ka so wa ya e be ka
okay
na no onye ya don't expect say e be tra radio so a ye nye kwan no atmam for say ye nye kwan no na be ka say ye kwan na na enti ensantwadwuma no sa ne ye no NDC e wa ban mu a ye busa NDC questions
4.1
say adana mo ka say mo be we na mo nyeye NDC so mo ba ye events ye benya 24 hour economy yes sir ye no mo ko university first year be
free for no
enti bo no say 24 hour economy no onya ya me ko bisa BP for
dabi
Ezra 94.1
o ma for ngoko
ngete
wo be portrait for mo ma for aya ngoko mo tu ba na onya ya me ko bisa BP for
okay
to that time o NDC ni a na me busa NDC abaya man ka me MPP ni
Ezra 94.1
ano na MPP fo bi ante ase okrum ha ano MPP fo bi ante ase okrum ha ano mata Kofi Asante Reverend MPP ni o NDC ni no o abemu a we ask you questions ade so ye no e bia nka no na nka ban no tie ye e de magu akwa mu ye a enka boa no nka nei enye se defeater e bi incident ye ye ka cho mo se okoko constituency we a ehonye okoko ha once upon a time I think last 2 weeks me pani bi di nkomo o ye ni pa be 4 e me ka cha pani ni se Asante region omo nto aba no okwo so amazi a dwadi fo nto aba no me tafo obi a we dwadi ni wadum ha ne kofie o businessman ne ka say wo se wo no nto aba no adusi do you know the asamoa bani ba ko jame oja obodo ni kyerem me afa ye wi enkomodie no o ka jame se Mike penifon de omba na omba umbusa asem bisa eya America sa o America ka sa asem no ya sa omaninyo ho me catch the truth e was on my zero when en kasa entrepreneur because penin na be odidi bombidi o tese e bia party no ene ma nya oba wa ko ya juma ntis kan fam o me yanka look at this
subin ye wo na eda ya subin anso figures beba na me se subin figures a eba na enipa wonom koto abakra enuru 60% enya me nwanwa
and bia wini osubin eno an
ano de omo ebe wini osubin ba nipa do no ameto aba isi
sa ya no ameto aba no yanka wa yanka wa sa very say lawyer obribo ahan obri abo amene ba osubin no apati osubin
yes
na omo nto aba osubin
omo nto aba
yanka but if ante omo ya ho den masa unya media no media no krokro eda awa obelusu lessons
enti obi betimi akase party na amoaba omiana most especially in the Ashanti region
pieces bebre o ha
ya omo amoaba omiana
omo amoa
okay
and you can hands and kwato abaje say ye wi omo luso ye ne bata be kan bibia o asem bia ye kan ha sei no ye kan ha nne no ye dika kan dada anya na ye kan
because say parliamentary there obinya 32% na say no yonkunya 30% kra no a obetimi 32% na wini
exactly
say enipa 50,000 na wose ba beto aba emu 30,000 na beto aba ba kunya 16,000 ba kunya 14,000 16,000 na wini
exactly
but it will affect the presidential candidate no eno na e course wa Ashanti region to be frank mention of na enipa over 70,000 and I was at Tuaba. One more Tuaba crown, and 55,000. 55,000. Oh, yeah, your price 50,000. 50,000. Now, yeah, Bako, every mini president, parliamentary.
Yeah.
And to one more mamma tono. No one said come to call one him, or say come to call presidential.
But the more I tono. No more than MPP, so I
El Costro.
Yeah.
And to media, Metima can say. Peace, no, don't one party na Casa, especially in the Ashanti region. Or more, Maumia.
And your pieces no
the party
campaign no mo ye no you see se atra ha no you better nim na ebusa na question no kan de but ye so ye ka ho ye wo fom pulse aye na ha ye bi etu mu say wo ba to ma wan frɛ not a single one and about me nya
na me so de wo yi political shows de kwa de na say news kra na ye ya ye news
some be to
na ye be for has to mo say Mike ni ba do no tell say they are fed up
anunti so anunti na e wase anunti na elusi e wase amanyokuo bia na wagara no me tumofo muntie ne ye pa wo ya political party a wo aban mu a
94.1
what do we need to radio station so you will lose the election
definitely
because ehono ye beka nsam a ebaya wo den ko a but utie de oboha ye balanced that you get to appreciate the real situation the rare issues because say be for la nsum a ndc no fry fa no ndp ni fry fa no
yes
e mo bi aka na adwene but e be na radio station no obi for la tumu a ndc for no kwa mfre because ana gana ni a bibi se na koma mu no on fre because mu so fa ma na kwa ma nka na asem
94.
into on fre
okay
you got a point ya kwa bonte a de o mo ka kire ni se o ya ka kire o you get it ya maya na yase ma mi suo no flow mineral water and I transp and they we are wedding bia na su papa plan no a transp mineral water
enu an wo so
transp natural mineral water
come on
transp natural mineral water
emu say utim say e kire de kama
transp
e kire de kama
enso mienu ana ndc for e was monom abrama wini enso mienu
ya onomo a sabe ebiawani
yes
ama esa biawasum
exactly
ya ka asam a wote
eso mienu
eno na ka asam a
natural mineral water and have a flow natural mineral water
fantastic
ni me na wasa wonom
okay
ni me nu na wasa wonom ni so we ya na wasa wodom for victory no
na yase bibia si e wotafo nzongo
na obi a make request bi ma mentia me ya papa chama akoko
okay
Baumia fan club ona no oye chairman
okay
national chairman mentia no pay even ono so asare message bi say ono so age atum do ma consider defeat ntu ye Baumia fan club be ma bi anu a
consider jitum say
na azafo no so ba do so wo Baumia campaign mu
94
azafo no azafo ba jisika so mo okro mo pa o ba fan ko be o so mo de kro ameka ade bi nchiro ade bi nso si last hour amwa Baumia
maba mame anko bright awu bright ho emra awo tafo aha ti yase BBS right
hello
eni ebe na si awo tafo sesei
94.1
Samai
adu sinye
Samai Deja ewo afo o tafo constituency no enye asankatu afa
94.1
also
FM.
our hand say Tama vice president for the Republic of Ghana and a candidate animal NPP our the 2024 general election enya jitu Mr. Wajatu now about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President-elect. Obona Basino, a one and 94.1. And yet, as I'm going to ask, now any part of my church criminal, I gave a quite elsewhere. I will understand. Obahuni Penibia, I will say Baumia Atade, and I will Penibia. I will say John Dramani Mahama, and for Tadia, I will edit your money. I will have mountain to put it with the. Na sa go forward there
94.1
woni so be end before ma mo picture o na me no mo ni ko bakaka na mi se be mo so e be maka live Ezra FM and Ezra television so na yeni ko bakaka opani mo so se doctor ba umi atade and why be ya we MPP ni na ni MPP ni e sa atade na ma ka no se no ya di omo anya do mbet na che e se e sha mo ama oni so mo na di kakra na why ya shop da na why no me nyadi ede na bloso ana na gro o se me woni jempa so obia be bibi obia ho beto no e se ade a won timi to no e se obia beto de na me afi se ya yi o mo afi ke do ma wia no
Ezra
na ga no e bia pro mo so e dia se o ma no okay eni se mai ma no ko mi ba ko eni ko mo obani o di decide
94.1 FM.
Usain again na oka the victim of Mahama Ashoki wana
Ezra 94.1 FM.
talking because now on my name for what to me say at the end of the day I don't remember because nema you who ya answer the 2015 no
94.1
Kenya adia wokaya which the economy when the fundamentals are weak they change to expose you and then you win and then dollar near 40 and then you 15 minutes in the na India in the area ombe who GDP John Dramani Mahama mato abama na obey nyema wo keke nyo betumaye o betumaye because o jone time appointment ano o tibitu ana meboa o tibitu ni ja buga pelete o tibitu inti tanda wa bana ko fo bi wi an last rally to o kai wa so ma ma wi kan o mun tuna ho no ba o be diskana ma o man no nti ni o di ne pass o betumaye e jawo ko ni ba u so but again pa nanka o be pese empty before here John Dramani Mahama was shot ya ka unkam nyama do mo ka ke be especially yo mo ka ke ade awon ade ku ya so ilebi awon mo ka se be kire ku 1 million job ba o mi abeka to be kem ade a kire ku 1 million job de wo be kem aye dey nti sa de ne de ono do mama pra ka se ni ya because ba o mi ka tre ye ilebi de yan kokrafo ne mrofo na yi ta ye medium of cancer no ade na wo kwata ko mo Nti ene de me mo jide se obetuma to mama yen. Me da so pa Hussein eno no. Samai. Itu so e din kamo NDC you know ama tafo eni je pa.
94.1 FM.
Audu Salu.
Ezra
Audu.
94.1
Wani aje
FM.
pa je na oka.
FM.
Sama Kasia.
Ezra 94.1
Don
FM.
Dramani mama. Wani asiko awini awie. So Gita Bompaye Astre Ghana Maina
94.1
MGC any John Dramani Mahama any parliamentary candidate any when you I'm going to how many when you come out Ezra television so Apani Udin once when you had the party now so Afo Zongo therefore, well, no one is your area. The dear Cosu Kama. Abano, Afunuye, or any obey. And I am to say what I do what is Afunuye. If it was last year, you know, after a twin, and the other as a pie, as a book, and in one Mutambia, and Mamma Common. Mamma, I think I thought I'm money, and I must buy. I can't see anything for any of customer. I can't money. Yaba kamenya mani bina eno mu adi enkomo ewo Ezra television so yama meni bi wa ha mu ni komo o chi so madaro ma e ma mba ko ha wo so ntimi ni kasa me we say menya mani bi na ma me mi ni komo kakra o chi so ai wadaro ma na so nya je pa na udi ni sai
Ni di Fidaus
eni jaba e de na wo ka
na me ase
Ezra 94.1.
Who did you say to Mama Bay? Did you have your big man?
94.1
Again, I already said to Mama Bay.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
I'm going to get to Miami.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Mike, also by Kwanibi. And she and young and young ladies do her. My name more picture of young ladies do her.
You have just 1 minute remaining.
Okay, so that is this. Yeah, yabakọ aye constituencies na aka no na yawa aye parliamentary candidates no ya hwe on so fit most especially in the Ashanti region no NDC say one ma win be 10 seats yenim so omo 4 omo so omo awini 10 seats drobon so de aba aye such Afram Plains of course NDC a retain wo a seat no oba no a oho no watimi a retain seat no de ama NDC enti drobon so the tiene George Akom we na 4,725 we are team and Nasira Afra and so enya 11,522 yada waba yaba still from eba kwa grounds eba be 4 lines atum amount for bet trauma dwene now the daye eson ya NPT parliamentary ne de adwuma obebre presidential NDC according to Yera Mohammed Baumia NDC has won it and yabasisia many adwuna be this poku Minister Mike Anawaha this team led by the legend Reverend Adriana Ba Kofi Asanteanin Marcos ane ama sewa sapon ama so ama baby obi honorable worry what enti yada wa basesia na yatoa so ede amamo